Hello everyone! Welcome back to Glitz and Glitter. Let's get our flowers on today. So do you like flower arranging? Because that's what we're going to do. This order is for Julie. She's got many things in her order, but I cannot fit the other things on my tray today. So we're going to just concentrate on these two. This is the heart picture frame and the rectangular picture frame, both from Let's Resin. So we're going to do flower arranging in them. I'm just going to start painting while I talk, and we're going to put the word believe onto the heart and the serenity prayer onto the rectangular one. Hopefully it fits. She wants a blue purple shift on the back of them, which is what I'm doing now. So because I have many blue purple shifts, some of them look white right out of the bottle. You cannot use that for this because we have to pour clear on it in order to see the flowers, in order to see the blue-purple shift from behind the flowers. So you have to choose one that you don't need a black background and still get the effect that she's looking for. So this is the one I chose. It's Hotai by Eye Candy. I'm just going to rub this on with a nice fluffy brush. I mean, a lot of it is going to be covered with flowers. Then I was trying to look for flowers that may go with it, and I pulled out some pinks and reds and blues. I am going to do the base as well, and hopefully it'll look fine. I wasn't sure if she wanted the base done, so I just kind of made that decision myself because I didn't know if she wanted it clear or, I don't know, I just thought it would go nicely together. If you get a fluffy brush, you're not really going to see all those brush lines when you're putting this in. And just spread it nice and even. Tap it all out so it doesn't float. So this is going to be about two cures, I think. The first one I'm going to do 4-hour fast cure because it's nice and thick. You can even do, you know what? I don't really want to do that because this base is a little bit, I don't know, I might be able to get away with it. I get worried on the 4-hour fast cure for how thick I'm pouring, and this base is going to be thicker because I only want half of this poured right now so I could place the flowers in. This one is pretty thin. The heart one is much thicker. I think I got it all. Just blow it all out. So see that purple blue shift? We should get that behind the clear since it's showing it now. I'm going to do the same thing to this one, I think. Do the base and everything. Yeah, I'm also going to do the sides of it so you can't see through it when you're looking from the side. There's a lot in there. I'm just going to spread that around. And, do I want 4-hour fast cure? I don't know. I'll think about that. Because I have been able to float my flowers in the regular epoxy resin. You can wait till it gets warm and sticky too, so they're not like moving around a lot on you. Get another little batch here. And then once that's cured, or tacky, and not necessarily, I don't do cured through, that it won't move anymore, put it that way, then I can pour the top coat on that and then let that cure. So I'm going to be obviously working up, face up, because when you're working with flowers, you could work face up or face down. Can't work face down in this one because you won't see anything. So we're going to be working face up, so we have to make sure, as if you're going to do this with me, if you want to do something like this, make sure your top final coat is domed really well so you don't have a lot of trimming, because that is going to be the side you're going to be seeing. And then there are ways to save it if it wasn't perfect. You could put stones or roping or whatever you want around that edge, but I'm going to try really hard. She didn't say anything about stones. Make sure you got it all. It's kind of hard to see with the reflection. I think I got it. I do want to make sure all the extra is brushed out, or like I said, it's going to float. Then you'll have to be mixing it in all the time. So I think I'm going to start out with 8 ounces maybe, so I don't have to get a big cup dirty. See if we could fill that and that completely, and then just a small layer, really small in this one, and then that one. You know, I'm going to, I don't know, this is kind of deep. I better do my normal, regular, everyday 1-to-1 epoxy. Let me grab some.
Explode in a radiant haze, crafting a masterpiece that's gonna amaze. Glitz and glitter lighting up the night, painting dreams with a shimmer so bright. Rhinestones dancing, catching every eye. This is my moment, gonna touch the sky.
You're probably wondering why I have pink out. Well, I forgot about the little, I have 2 more ducks to make, so I put a little bit of this one, Funny Pink, in by Eye Candy, and got it through the pressure or the vacuum chamber just because I forgot I needed to pour 2 more. 1 today, 1 tomorrow. Tomorrow's is going to be baby blue. And then those are all done. And I made a little extra. We're going to worry about that later. I do want to poke in there though. Make sure it gets to all these edges. And hopefully 8 ounces is enough. I'm just gonna fill up these. You can't really spray because you'll mess up your powder, so just watch for bubbles. I might have to make up more. See, I always do that. Every time I start pouring, I always think I'm going to be short, because I want to fill these completely. And this is a pretty deep one. Oh man, that took half of it. That took 4. Almost 4 right there. And it's not full yet. Well, it took 3.5, put it that way. So if I have to mix up more, well, let me not get ahead of myself. I do want to dome this. I've got to go eye level. Oh my, we got a lot more room in here. This is going to take a lot more than I thought. Whoa, that's too much. Come on, level out, please. Oh my gosh, that took 4.5 ounces just for that base. It's a little bit too high on this end, though. I don't know. Oh, geez, I just spilled it over. I guess pushing it isn't going to do anything. I need to take a little bit out. That's a little too high. These are the backs of the bases, so it's okay. Let me pour this one, and I may have to make up some more just to do, I know I'm going to have to make up some more. Just to get some into these frames. What do I have left? I have 1 ounce left. Well, that spilled into here, so let me put it in here. All right, well, I'm going to be mixing up some more resin. Give it time for those bubbles to surface so we can get them popped. 1 ounce is not enough for that. So let me grab some more. I'll just use the normal epoxy. Let me just get these bubbles popped here. So that was 1 ounce. I don't know, maybe 6 ounces? Let me try 6. I mixed up 6 and I debubbled it. So let me just spritz the top of those bubbles that did not pop when I shut it off. And I'm just going to finish filling this one. I did pick a couple bubbles out that were clinging to the edges of the base. I just don't want much in there because I need room for the flowers. And I had to check. You have to check from all angles because they were up in there and I had to kind of wiggle around to go looking for them. I probably mixed up too much. I could actually do half of this and it won't matter. This doesn't have to be a thin layer. As long as we have room, which we do. Plenty of room in that one. I just need a tiny bit more in there. And then I'm going to scrape the rest in here. And then I'll pop bubbles before I begin with the flowers. I used up the rest of the pink and I filled up a butterfly and a bird while I was waiting. All right. I'm just going to let those bubbles rise for a minute and then I want to check all my sides. Let me wash off my spatula while I'm waiting here. I don't like resin sitting on these. So I just wash it off. Little alcohol, get all that resin off. And then I take my mold release spray and then I spray it. Kind of rub it in. And then save it for later. All right, let's see how we're doing here. That looks pretty good. I think I'm gonna just like lay in 1 or 2 things and see how much it's gonna move before I go crazy here. And like I said, we're working from the back forward, so I'm just trying to let all these bubbles surface first. Let me check around the edge of this heart because they love to stick themselves to those 90-degree angles. I don't see, oh, I see one right there. That one's too big, but you need a really skinny. There's a couple right there on the bottom. You got to be careful because you don't want to be scratching up your powder that you put on there. Got those released. A piece of glitter. I don't even have glitter out today. Actually, you're not going to see it. That doesn't really matter. There's a little bit of powder that floated here. Oh, there's another bubble. Try to mix it in, but it's too shallow. So I'm just going to let it go. Oh, that one just ran out of gas. Let me get another one. I guess it's time to fill these up. There's a piece of glitter right there. Wow. Okay. I'm just going to drop in a couple pieces of greenery and see how it's going to work. Is this too big? Oh yeah, that's too big. Because like I said, we're working from the back forward. And hopefully it's just going to stay put. Yeah, I think we're good. Oh, there's 2 there. I don't want to do that. Look at that. And I'm just going to do random colors in both of them. Because she wasn't specific. She just said dried flowers. And that one is going to be... I'll try not to scratch the bottom here. I need to break off that bottom. These are not the best. I'm going to use it somewhere else though, without the stem. Jeez, it's terrible when you're working with these. It's so sticky. We're going to put that up there. Get a paper towel. Do I have any more I want to use? I pull these apart. Make sure it's face up and not face down. It can get confusing. And then we'll put the flowers over these so it's not like you're going to see them floating in the middle of nowhere. Let's just use them up. And it looks like it's going to be okay. It looks like everything's going to stay put. I don't need these. I pulled those out. I'm going to put some baby's breath in the back as well, because that's always pretty. Let's just pull some apart, and this will be some part of our background. And then once all our background is done, we'll work on filling the foreground. Which side is the back? See, look at that. I put it upside down. There we go. And this one's upside down. Look at that. I'm going to move it. That looks good. Let's see. I like to fill in a lot of spots with these. These are nice fillers. Just make sure they're going the right way. Okay, I think I'm going to go ahead and start putting some flowers in. Let's see, do we want these big ones? I don't have a plan. I never have a plan. I know I always say that, but I literally do not ever have a plan. I just place them and fill as I think they should be. Again, try to get them face up. So we're not even going to see that one. It's really light. So I guess we're going to be going for some brighter colors. I always cover stems like that. I wonder if you're going to see this one. It's a nice big one. It's probably going to disappear. Is that going to disappear? Yep. It's going clear on me, so can't use that one. Cover up stems. I guess I'm sticking with the colorful ones. Let's see here. I might have to go find some more flowers because the ones I thought I was going to use. What do I want to do here? I don't want two of the same. Oops. Come on. My tweezers don't close all the way on these thin little things. That's the problem. Come on. Just broke it. Why can't I get you out? I'm going to pull the whole thing out. There's no substance to these little things. Put you back. You there. And unfold you. There we go. stuck because my tweezers have resin on them. How about just the petal? Cover up that stem. I think I'm going to move that right there. And a couple small ones. I don't know. I don't know if I need any more. Right there. Trying to cover up some spaces, but I still need space for my believe. So I think I'm going to do this one in blues, and it's got baby's breath hanging around. I don't know. We'll see how it looks. I need color because you can't see the white flowers in here. Come on, get off. Let's see. Let's put some bigger pieces in here. I don't want too much because I have a lot of words going in this one. A lot. Let's do 2 at the bottom here to cover up those stems. That looks nice. I just don't want to cover up all the words later. What do I have? Or I don't want the words to cover everything up, because there's a lot of words going on this one. I don't even know what color is going to look good yet. Come on, get off. That looks pretty. A little bit to cover these stems here. Get off. What do I have left? Anything? I don't want to see that stem there. I don't have much left in blue here. About some of this. Gosh, these are hard to break apart. I don't like that stems. Let me cut that. I just want the flower. Oh my gosh, I'm so messy when I do these things. Oops. Just trying to cover those stems there. I should probably do the same thing on the other side so it doesn't look weird. There. Don't want you. Oh my gosh, it's a mess on my table. We're going to push you there. Everything's floating perfectly fine. I honestly don't think I need anything else. There's something in there. So I think I'm just going to leave it and let it cure. That needs to move up. Once it's really tacky, then I'm going to go ahead and pour another layer. I'll probably put crushed crystal in that layer. I don't know how much I'll need, so it doesn't matter. I'll worry about it later. So let's get this cured and check out the comment of the day. Time for the next coat, and I'm thinking this is so thin, I can only fit 2 coats on. The words are going to have to go on the top of it in like permanent vinyl or something. This one I'm going to put 3 coats because I really want the words under both of them. This one has the space, this one does not have the space. Because if I dome this, or if I take it out of the mold, put the words on, and then top coat it again, I don't think it's going to fit into the base. So unfortunately, I'm just seeing that now because this one is so thin. I only mixed up 3 ounces. Watch, I'll need more. I only need the smallest amount in the heart, but enough to cover another coat so I could put the words on. Let me get that to the edges. Oh, I think that's plenty. See, this just covered it and it's already domed, so I cannot put words underneath the resin. I did put crushed crystal in there. Everything's covered. Oh, no, it's not either. Oh, I did add a few more baby's breath when the camera was off. But that's all I did. All right, so this one, let's hopefully I have enough just to give it a good coat. And then once I have the words on this one, which I still need to check and see what color is going to look the best. And then I'm going to cut them out right now for later. Oh yeah, that's plenty. Then I just need to cover this one with the final coat. This one has a lot of space left in there, but it looks good. So I'm just going to go ahead and let this cure, completely cure, because I don't want it tacky. If I'm trying to put words on, it will not be a good thing. So let's just pop bubbles. Make sure these flowers are underneath. That one may not be. And then that's it for now. Okay, I am going to keep checking these. This is the 4-hour fast cure. Don't think I really want the heat mat on right now because I don't want bubbles coming up out of this one. I can't fix it. So I'm just going to let it cure. Time for step 3. I did do the extras while I was waiting. Here's the little butterfly. Put some rhinestones on that. Came out cute. Here's the bird. Same thing. I put some rhinestones, painted an eye in pink. Here's the duck. So I had one more duck to do, so since I had pulled it out of the mold, I've already poured the little blue with this batch of resin. So that was the baby blue, the pastel ones in the 64 kit from Let's Resin. I have all the words pulled out. I'm letting the other one cool down before I put the words on it because there's a lot of words on that. This is just the one word. I'm just let that tape expose itself right there. I'm going to try doing it this way because I cannot get my glitter vinyl to stick to transfer tape, so I always use this. So I'm just letting that stick, looking to see if and it looks pretty good to me right there. So I'm just going to kind of leave the tape where it's at, pull off the backing carefully, and lay it down carefully. Now this is permanent vinyl, which it doesn't matter underneath the resin, but it does matter. It's in silver. Ooh, that looks nice. It does matter on the other piece because it needs to stay. I've already debubbled my resin. This is 4 more ounces. I'm not going to put any more crushed crystal in. I didn't know how much we needed. I'm hoping I'm not too off. Again, I want to dome it almost perfectly. Let me go eye level here. because I don't want hardly any trimming when I unmold this. I know it looks full, but it can actually take just a tad bit more. I took basically the whole 4 ounces. There, that's domed. It took the whole 4 ounces. All right, that's good. Very good. Now we just wait for this to cure, and then we will unmold them all together. Let's see what they look like. All right, BRB. They're ready to come out. I did finish the little blue duck, so I took it out, painted the eye, put the little rhinestones on. So that's cute, the last one of those 4. Clean your molds really well before you take them out, especially if there is powder on it. It is so much easier right now. I just took a couple minutes, and I do see overspill, so I do have to trim. So I put the decal on off camera so I could do it one time and done and not try to struggle under a camera. And it worked out pretty good. So let's get these unmolded and see how well they fit into the base. This is the one that I want to see. Mostly because of the, I do have to trim that. Thank God it's the bottom. I do have to trim that too. That is really pretty outside of the mold. I love that. Let's see what it looks like on the mold, or on the base. So here's the base. That came out good, just barely a little trim. And this fits right in there. Which way does it go? Oh, it goes this way. That's right. Fits. So yeah, see, if I would have put a top coat on there, it would not have fit in there. It barely fits in. I mean, it fits perfectly, but it fits tight. And there it is. That came out so nice. Let me see how it's standing up. It stands up pretty good. So this is the way it's going to go on there. It could go down a little bit more, but I do need to trim it, so I don't want to shove it in. I have to trim that top, but I love it. I hope she loves it too. I like the color under the clear. So it's still a little transparent, but it still has the blue-purple shift. So let's take this one out of the mold and see what we got here. Here we go. Come on. There we go. That looks really good. I'm happy with that. Barely needs a trim, just like a little sanding file. That's all. How did we do here? That looks good. Oh my gosh, that's pretty. And it sits right in here like this. If you have never seen this mold before, you could glue it in if you want to. You could Velcro it in. You could whatever you want. But there it is. Oh, I love that shift. What a great idea she had. Like the sparkle is in there and the edges are clean, so you don't have to cover them up with anything. So you don't see, like, I mean, you can't see through, so you won't see the layers or anything, which I like. I barely need anything. I almost don't even want to do anything to it. I'm just going to take the clippers on here just because this is a little bit over poured more than I wanted to. And then I'll take a nail file because, like I said, that's our front. We don't want to be messing around more than we have to. Just wanted to get that off. We'll get this off. This is just like a paper thin here on the bottom. So grab you some cuticle cutters. A nice little tool to have in your craft room. And snip it right off. I am not going to let that sit in the frame because I don't want it to adhere itself. So I'm just going to take a nail file, ever so gently at an angle, so you'll never see that shaved line or sanded line, just so it's not sharp. That's good. Just a hair. And if you're at an angle, you'll never even know you did that because it's just on that edge. You can't even see it. Then we'll wash it off with alcohol. That is perfect. This barely needs anything. And if you do scratch it up and you have Resin Restore, then you can use that on there, which I think I will on the top here, but I do want to wash it off with alcohol real quick. Get all the dust off, see what we're working with here. I don't even know if we need anything. I don't think we need anything. Just a touch right there, that's it. And all this does is hide those scratches. It's really not even barely a scratch. I don't even think I need it, but I'm gonna do it because I can. And that just hides it right there. And if you put too much of this on, all you have to do is wipe it off with alcohol. And it will still stay where you need it and come off where you don't. There it is. Beautiful. I think I need to do this, but barely. So I will go ahead and sand these off camera. That's it. I hope she loves them. I love them. I think they're very pretty. I don't glue anything together before they get mailed. I let everybody put them together when they get them. So I'll get them up on display. I'll get you guys some pictures. I'm so glad you came in today. I hope you come back tomorrow. Maybe I will be finishing up her order. I know I've got a lot to do. I also have Resin Molds box that came, so I do need to get that in because we are already into March and I haven't even opened the March box yet. So I do need to do that. So maybe that will be tomorrow. We'll see what's in the mystery box. So I hope you guys come back tomorrow. I'll see you then. Have a blessed day, everybody. Bye.
Glitz and glitter paint her way. She lights up hearts come what may. With a brush of faith she starts. Jesus whispers through her art. Patience blooms in every hue. Her love for viewers shines so true. Shimmer sparkles in her eyes. A radiant soul under bright skies. Glitz and glitter, Michelle, a story. Her colors tell faith and love in every part. Jesus guides her shining heart. Canvas dreams and sparkly streams. Her laughter flows like sunlit beams. With each stroke her spirit sings. A masterpiece of golden wings. She sprinkles joy like morning dew. In every shade a promise new.